Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Aiden Hutchinson injury update could force Cowboys' hand in All-Pros extension. The Dallas Cowboys have still yet to sign two-ax All-Pro and former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Micah Parsons, to a long-term extension. And after missing opportunities to sign him last offseason and earlier this past offseason, the benchmark for the highest-paid defensive players has now risen by nearly 20%, with Myles Garrett now earning $40 million per year. 2022 second overall pick, the Detroit Lions' Aiden Hutchinson, was cleared for football activities this upcoming year after having his 2024 season cut short to just 5 games after suffering a nasty leg injury that broke both his foot and fibula. Now that he is back and ready for action in 2025, having made a full and complete recovery, NFL Insider speculates that a contract extension for the Pro Bowler could be in the works very soon. How will this affect the Cowboys' negotiations with Parsons? This news could have a large knock-off effect on the Dallas Cowboys' pursuit to re-sign Parsons, something that EVP, Stephen Jones, believes will eventually happen. Having already been leapfrogged by the Browns and the Raiders in re-signing their star edge rushers, Garrett, and fellow All-Pro, Max Crosby, Dallas will be reticent to have another team, Detroit, sign their star defensive end prior to them. Hutchinson's injury last season perhaps mitigates the risk that he will once again reset the market at the position financially, particularly given he has just one season of double-digit sacks under his belt. But the former Michigan man got off to a very hot start in 2024, obtaining 7.5 sacks in his sole 5 games of the season. At that rate, not that he would have necessarily kept up that extraordinary pace for the whole season, he would have been on track to hit 25.5 sacks and break the NFL season record. Regardless, Hutchinson is a dominant player on the up, one who is regarded by many to be in a similar stratosphere as Parsons when it comes to elite pass rushers off the edge in the NFL. Will Hutchinson and Parsons be in line for a similar payday? Part of that will depend on when both get paid, but on ability it is hard to imagine that either one's valuation will be radically different to the others in the eyes of their respective franchises. Neither is regarded as the top edge rusher in the NFL, but both are, without question, 2 of the top 10 players at the position. If paid simultaneously, Parsons would likely get slightly more given his greater amount of time in the league and accolades, 2 All-Pro nods to nil, but they both deserve to be one of the best paid defensive players in the game. But if the Lions do get the deal done early and make Hutchinson the highest paid end at the position, it could be yet another financial hurdle for Dallas to clamber through as they attempt to lock up their best defender for years to come. Rams trade proposal lands $97 million former league-leading All-Pro. The Los Angeles Rams have frequently been linked to a potential trade reuniting them with former franchise star Jalen Ramsey, now with the Miami Dolphins. However, according to Bleacher Report's Brent Sobleski, a trade for another cornerback could be savvier for the Rams. Sobleski believes that Dallas Cowboys cornerback Trevon Diggs could use a fresh start. This heavy sports trade pitch beats the 2026 sixth-round pick asking price that Sobleski speculated could get a deal for Diggs done, landing the Cowboy star with the Rams. Rams get Trevon Diggs. Cowboys get 2026 sixth-round pick. Both cornerback Trevon Diggs and the Dallas Cowboys may be better off without each other, Sobleski wrote on May 22. Another team in search of cornerback help should take a flyer on Diggs since he's one of the league's biggest defensive playmakers when healthy. A trade would help the Cowboys free up money to re-sign Darren Bland, who is a free agent after the 2025 campaign, or for the mega extension that edge rusher Micah Parsons will inevitably sign. Sobleski noted the Cowboys have a plethora of replacement options for Diggs. A trade after June 1 would also save the Cowboys $9.6 million with $2.9 million in dead money. The Rams can absorb Diggs' $9 million base salary in a trade, with $19.5 million in cap space, per over the cap. Diggs is in year 2 of a 5-year, $97 million contract. Diggs is heading into his 6th NFL season. He earned All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors in his second season and repeated the latter feat in year 3. However, injury issues have stalled his progress. But he led the NFL with 11 interceptions, 142 return yards, and 2 touchdowns in 2021. He has recorded 6 interceptions in 3 seasons since. What do you think? Give your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.